Good morning, everybody. It's Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. I'm happy everybody's enjoying the videos that's being posted from the late 60s and early 70s. Again, guys, most of these are all done on open reel-to-reel machines like this, black and white or color or both, depends on what it is. This is a Sony skip field from 1967. I do have some more of these skip field tapes coming in from a customer. I guess he's got 6. And God only knows what's on those. Maybe I'll get to post those. I don't know. I have to wait till he brings them. But he's going to let me see what's on these and make some files for him. And he's out of Chandler. And he used to live, I believe he used to live in New York City. So, anyways, he's got 4 or 5 tapes, something like that. And he's going to bring those, and I'm going to do them on my skip field machine. So I wanted to pull it off my shelf there because I want to have it ready for Wednesday. And like I said, guys, these recordings from the late 60s, early 70s that you're seeing in color or black and white, they were done on machines like this. These were not designed for high quality at all. They were very primitive VTRs compared to when broadcasts started getting better, like in 74 with 3/4 U-matic and three-quarter U-matic, and when Betamax came around and VHS came around, the quality was much, much higher than these. But once you see stuff like this, these type, it's like I said, it's better than nothing, but these recordings can be restored in a higher quality with software, which is what I'm doing on a lot of my ones that I'm actually fixing. But this is my CV2100. This is my skip field recorder. I do have another one of these coming, actually, that was given to me. And so I wanted to show you guys something. If you're going to get into this type of work, if you're going to get into doing obsolete video recordings or work like this or conversions, and you want to do them yourself instead of sending stuff out to these places, paying a fortune to places that can't even do good work, they really can't. It's not quality wise, you can only do so much, but you want to get them to play back halfway decent, so you have to have really good working machines. Now, as I spoke in a previous video, I restored this machine. As you can see, the record and playback board has all brand new capacitors. That's these 2 front boards right here. Okay, and then this is the power board, which has just a few capacitors on it. No big deal. And then here's your audio board, which has maybe 9 capacitors. I haven't changed these out yet, and I'm going to do that. So that's going to be a big plus because it's going to improve the quality of this machine immensely. But like I said, on this particular machine, the playback on these skip field machines, guys, when you find these machines, I'm going to tell you right now, when you find these skip field units, the quality of these machines are shit. Complete shit. It's due to the capacitors are very old, they're dried out, they're creating a ton of noise. A ton. So you could have the best playing tape in the world for one of these machines, it's still going to look like crap. So what we do is I try to bring it back to new status, which means replacing the capacitors as well, which will bring the signal back up to where it's clean and great playback. That's the type of thing you want to achieve. So that's what I did with this machine. The record and playback board, these boards share connections. So what I did is I recapped brand new capacitors on these 2 boards. I'm going to do the audio board and the power board as well. But this machine here, like I said, plays fantastic. You guys seen some examples of what I've done. But in general, most skip field machines do not play good quality. Not like this anyways. Unless it was restored. And a lot of people will not take the time or trouble to restore one of these. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. And you have to put all new capacitors in. If you want to bring it to high quality, that's what you have to do on these skip fields. Not as much on the EIAJs because they were much higher, better quality capacitors by that time. When that time came around, when the early 70s. But these early machines, man, they had some really shit components. Also, on the skip field machines, you have to have replacement control audio heads because these things are junk, absolute junk. So I have some of the higher grade control heads on mine. This is the higher design, the better design that they came out with. And I'm telling you, this machine plays like a baby. You guys have seen some of the work I've done on some tapes with this machine. And anyways, I try to always put the best of the best or redo it if possible. I try to bring the quality as high as it can get before it's captured. And then we can actually take software and go in and fix some of that stuff. But anyways, we do have a Panasonic machine coming, which you guys know, which is going to be a time-lapse machine, which is going to have the same problems as this thing. It's going to have crap capacitors in it, so I might just end up recapping that machine since it's so very, very rare. And you know, it's a time-lapse machine, and that particular machine is like freaking gold. They never come up. They're very hard to ever find, so I might put all new capacitors in that unit. So I hope that explains to you guys. You know, like I said, the quality of these skip field tapes, they're only going to be so much. They do come off machines like this, and depending on the machine and how it was restored is how the quality is going to look. And then you could take it from that point. If it's in really decent shape, you could take it from that point in the software and make them even better. So I hope you enjoyed this video.